Hello, Instagram. Sorry it took me almost a day to do this live. I really wanted to talk about this topic, but I was traveling for the first time with my son in an airplane, so I was focused on family yesterday. But so much that I want to say about this Chrissy Teigen apology, and I just want to focus everybody who is following the story, and to everybody who's not following the story, you should follow it. It means something. Don't think this is just celebrity meaninglessness. It's not celebrity meaninglessness. It says a lot about cancel culture. It says a lot about, Hollywood. It says a lot about predators and the amount of power and lies that they are often manipulating. First and foremost, I just want to objectively talk about her apology, because the thing that no one seems to be talking about is the fact that Chrissy Teigen has told a lie, right? A lie in her two apologies. All you have to do is go back to her first apology on Twitter. Remember when when the scandal first broke out, and she didn't think it was going to be that much of a scandal, so she issued a kind of apology. And in that first apology on Twitter about a month ago, she said that she had reached out privately to the person that, was the object of her suicide rantings, meaning Courtney Stodden, and that she hadn't received a response, and now she was publicly apologizing. Courtney Stodden came back after that and said that Chrissy Teigen never reached out to her. In her new apology, fast forward to today, Chrissy Teigen is admitting that she's never reached out to anybody privately, so she's doing it publicly. She never reached out to anybody privately. In fact, she says, I'm in the process of reaching out to everybody privately. How long does it take to reach out to somebody privately? Seriously, ask yourself the question: how long does it take if she's been missing for a month? Maybe she's been missing for 3 weeks. How long would it take you if you wanted to reach out to Courtney Stodden or Lindsay Lohan? How long does that process take you? I'll answer the question for you. There is no process. She has no intention on apologizing to any of them. She meant every word she said. She's just trying to figure out how she can get away with what she did and keep going, to just get right back onto social media and have everybody say, forget about the scandal. There is no process. She never wanted to apologize. She never thought to apologize. And you need to know that from the very beginning. Go back, read her first apology, and then read the second apology. And Chrissy Teigen is a liar. That's the first thing that nobody's talking about, that everybody should be talking about. Aside from being a liar, I want you to understand how Hollywood works, okay? These people are sociopaths and they're narcissists, right? That's why they don't apologize. She feels nothing when she tells people to kill themselves. And please tell me that you do not buy the garbage, okay, of her apology and saying, old tweets surfaced. These are not old tweets that surfaced, okay? And what I mean by that is, don't allow people to think that she's adapted her character over the years, as if, well, I said that to Courtney Stodden 10 years ago. I was 27, but I'm a different person today. She's not a different person today. This is the same Chrissy Teigen who has been ruthlessly, for no reason, publicly attacking conservative women for the last 6 years. Not just conservative women, by the way. Also women that she sees as her competitors, right? Allison Roman. You guys maybe forgot about that entire scandal. Allison Roman gave a statement about Chrissy Teigen as a cook and kind of made a side comment that it was a bit gimmicky. She marries John Legend and now people are trying to take her seriously as a chef. And Chrissy Teigen was so angry, right? Not only did she get this woman canceled from all of her projects in the public space, but she also then went and had her friend Yashar Ali, you can look this up, Yashar Ali, dig up an old picture of Allison Roman dressed as Amy Winehouse and said that she was wearing blackface. That is sociopathic behavior. Chrissy Teigen views herself as a mafia member of Hollywood, meaning that she's a part of the circle of people that have a lot of control and can get you canceled if you step on the wrong toes. That is who Chrissy Teigen is. That is what John Legend enables, and that is the circles that she runs in Hollywood. They believe that they are Hollywood mafia. They don't give apologies. They take people out. They are the ones that are in control, okay? Chrissy Teigen is a predator to everybody in Hollywood, okay, and people outside of Hollywood. She decided to be a predator in politics. Chrissy Teigen wants you to believe that she's transformed, that this is a thing that has changed her, and now all of a sudden she's not a bully anymore, and she's horrified at her own words. Now I'm going to challenge you to do something else. Go to Chrissy Teigen's page and go look at her post on the day that Donald Trump lost. She actually calls herself a bully. She's happy that she's a bully. She talks about the fact that she has harassed this man and she has been mean to him and how proud she is of herself. This is her role. Chrissy Teigen is a Hollywood bully. She goes after targets that either make her upset, right, who actually do nothing to her but exist, right? Allison Roman, okay, doesn't think Chrissy Teigen is that legitimate of a chef. tend to agree with that assessment. Obviously, every project she has is because she married John Legend. Obviously, Chrissy Teigen is an accomplished professional person. She does ridiculous shows, and she's the host on these ridiculous shows. She was a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model. She's admitted that she drinks too much, that she barely watches. She's moved in her mother. Her mother takes care of the kids. She has all these people helping her. She really is just a glorified, wealthy wife of, right? Allison Roman says that. She takes on Allison Roman because that's what you do in the mafia. You mess with us, we'll ruin your career. Now, weigh that scenario of what happened with Allison Roman to the guy that stepped forward yesterday, Michael Costello, who is a fashion designer from Project Runway, and he sort of, I don't know him at all, obviously, but he was bearing his soul on Instagram, saying that he has suffered with suicidal thoughts for years because Chrissy Teigen saw what he alleges was a Photoshop tweet of him on Instagram, and she publicly attacked him, which added veracity to the Photoshopped tweet. Now, I have no idea if the tweet was Photoshopped. I have no idea what the situation is, but I do know that he released the direct messages between him and her, and they really do allow us to get a glimpse into the way her mind works. She tells him that his career is done, that he is over, that she will make sure his career is over. That's not normal, okay? No matter what somebody does to you, who do you think you are that you can say to them your career is done? Beyond that, she tells him that he deserves to suffer and to die when he tells her that her adding veracity to this claim is giving him mental anxiety. I'm paraphrasing here, but he makes it very clear that he is suffering because of this. He actually uses the word suffering. She then comes back and says, you deserve to suffer and you deserve to die because you're a racist. The claim, of course, was a Photoshop tweet that says that she thought was real and thought that verified that he was a racist. And so she says, we're going to take care of this. Again, her being the Hollywood mafia, and you're never going to be able to work in Hollywood ever again. And he says that she made good on this promise, and he got dropped from a bunch of potential deals, a bunch of, potential relationships. People just started canceling him because Chrissy Teigen has that much power in Hollywood. Again, that is mafia-like behavior. Now, people might be watching this going, but what if, let's pretend actually in the worst case scenario that Michael Costello actually said or did something racist. What in your right mind makes you think that if somebody says something that is either sexist, racist, misogynist, that they deserve to die, okay? Don't let the debate of what happened between the two of them distract you from the fact that once again, she is telling somebody that they deserve to be dead. This is crazy. This is like crazier than I even thought. When I looked at this Courtney Stodden thing, I am shocked at how often she encourages people to die, right? That she is saying to people, you no longer deserve to be alive, and I'm going to make sure that I do everything in my power to encourage that result. I'm going to make sure that you can't survive in Hollywood because I have that kind of power, right? I am going to encourage you to slit your wrists some more. I am going to tell you why you, Courtney Stodden, you're 16, you deserve to die. This is not normal behavior, okay? So any person that thinks that this fake apology, again, weigh her two apologies against each other. She's never, ever, ever going to apologize to anyone because she's never had to, okay? Because she's in the Hollywood mafia, right? And I'm saying mafia to make you understand that this is her mentality. She's a thug. She is an abuser. She is a predator. Do not be distracted by this fake apology. Now, another piece of evidence that people need to point to is how fake this apology is. Meaning, here's how it works in Hollywood, okay? You have a crisis, you hire a crisis team. Right now, I will guarantee you Chrissy Teigen has a crisis team. They have been thinking for the last few weeks, take a break, Chrissy, take a break from social media because we need to think about how we're going to address this. And they came up with a brilliant idea that they were going to have her, which she probably didn't even write, issue an apology, a secondary apology, which looks nothing like her first apology, right? And then have all of her Hollywood friends comment under and say, amazing, we love you, everybody deserves second chances, all of this stuff. You want to know why you know this was a plan? Because they are actively deleting all negative comments that are underneath it. The overwhelming negative comments that were underneath these posts were deleted. Mine were deleted. I wanted to test to see if it was a fake apology and if there was a team of interns waiting to delete every bad comment. And so I posted 3 comments, all of which were wiped underneath the post, because this is not an apology. This is an attempt at Chrissy Teigen to make sure that she is allowed back into the rooms and back into the same parties. She does not care about Courtney Stodden or if Courtney Stodden dies. She does not care about Michael Costello or if Michael Costello dies. She does not care about Lindsay Lohan. She doesn't care about Sarah Palin. She doesn't care about any of the people, Demi Lovato in rehab. She just wants to make sure that she can get invited back into those circles, because that's how a Hollywood sociopath works. Beyond that, she wants to make sure she can post on social media again. Chrissy Teigen is addicted to social media. We know this. This is a woman who, after she had a miscarriage, had a picture taken as soon as she found out that she had lost her baby, which is horrible and sad. And obviously, I'm not saying that is not a sad situation. I am pointing to how unusual it is that when a doctor comes in and tell you that you've lost your child in any capacity, that the first thing you would do would be, please someone grab a phone and take a picture of this so I can post it on Instagram, okay? That behavior pattern is something that we should look at. Chrissy Teigen once quit Twitter right thereafter. She said, I'm quitting Twitter, it's too toxic. She came back a week later and said, never mind, I can't sign stuff, I want to be on Twitter. She's addicted to social media. She gets a dopamine hit when she posts, and she cannot let go of social media, right? This was non-negotiable for her. When she sat down with her crisis team, she said, you know what? Non-negotiable. I need to be back on social media, because I don't care if I lose my child. I don't care if I quit Twitter because I think it's too toxic. I want to make sure that I am allowed to post. That she eats, sleeps, and breathes social media. A reasonable person would be like, my relationship with social media has gotten weird. I keep DMing people telling them to kill themselves. I need to take a break. I need to assess myself. She can't do that under any circumstances. So she needs to know what is the entry here. What is the minimum thing that I have to do so that I can be allowed back on social media? And this is it, a fake apology, right? Right after she issued a fake apology, she issued another post. And it was about her daughter, and it was some tattoo. Right after the apology that was drafted by her team of 12 people, right? She writes another post. And that post is basically, my daughter Luna, so cute as Luna. I love you guys. I'm back. It's me, Chrissy. I love you guys. Luna graduated, and this is wonderful. Something family and soft, because everybody's responsive to kids and everybody loves kids. I'm back. I know you guys might hate me, but I love you. Who do you love? Who do you love? Yourself, Chrissy. You love yourself, Chrissy. That is exactly who it is that you are obsessed with. You are obsessed with putting anything on the internet. You have zero shame. You believe so much in yourself and in your power in Hollywood that you threaten people. And now let me tell you something. I can't think of anyone who thinks that is normal, who thinks that they control an entire unit of human beings to say, you are not allowed, you are never going to be able to get a job in Hollywood again because I have that much power. And what are you? A glorified, wealthy wife. Internet, do not be fooled. Chrissy Teigen did not issue an apology. A PR crisis team did. She is a filthy, disgusting, backwards human being. Because death is not funny. Suicide is not funny. Even people that make mistakes and do horrible things, like Chrissy Teigen, should not be told that they deserve to die. And that is what she has done. Not just, we are learning, to teenagers, not just to young women, but to multiple people. And I suspect that more people are going to come out and they're going to have more stories about her, because I know a predator when I see one. She is a predator and she knows no limits. Do not allow Hollywood to give her a red carpet entry back into the world. She deserves to be off of social media by the very same metrics that they allegedly canceled President Trump for inciting violence. Well, Chrissy Teigen has been inciting violence and has been inciting people to do harm to themselves for years. Get her off of these platforms. Thank you for watching.